It's wild that there's still this misconception that if you are a bus driver, you're not actually working. So I had a passenger get onto my bus, and he steps on the bus, he steps up to the fare box, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you just chilling, huh?" And I'm like, "Chilling? Like, I'm at work right now. I'm working." He's like, "Are you really working though?"
How dare you!
I was like, "Well, yes, I'm operating a transit bus. I'm dealing with traffic. There's passengers. I'm at work." He's like, "But is this really work? This isn't really work." I'm like, "This is work." He was like, "Okay, if you say so, this ain't work to me." But all right. So he actually paid his fare, or I think he had a pass or something, and he went and sat back in the back. And I'm just thinking, like, who's really chilling / relaxing in this scenario? Is it me, the bus operator, or him, the passenger, who just gets to sit in the seat and slouch and lean, which is perfectly fine because he's riding the bus, and look at his phone the whole time? Or me, the person who has to sit in the driver's seat of a 40-foot transit bus and navigate through traffic? Like, which one of us is actually chilling? Because chilling for me would not involve leaving the comfort of my home and getting onto a public transit bus and transporting a bunch of strangers who I appreciate. Our passengers are awesome, but they're still strangers to me, unless it's somebody that I actually know.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
And having to deal with traffic and bad attitudes.
Stop talking back to me! This is a stressful job!
Good attitudes, mid attitudes, whatever. That's not chilling. My idea of chilling would be staying home or going to a beach, going on vacation, not operating in the position of public transit bus operator. That's not chilling. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some moments when you're driving a bus that can be kind of laid back. You know what I mean? But even in the midst of a laid back shift, I still have to focus and pay attention and operate the bus safely, because it doesn't matter if there's not a lot of traffic. Someone will still run a red light. People will still cut in front of the bus. You have to watch out for pedestrians. You still have to turn and drive and operate the bus safely. It doesn't matter if there's a lot of traffic and my bus is packed with passengers. There are times when it's more laid back, but those times I am still working. I can't just fall asleep like, "Oh, it's not a lot of traffic, not a lot of people around the bus. Let me take a nap at the wheel." That's really dangerous. As a matter of fact, this is what it would look like if the bus driver actually went to sleep while driving. Check this out. And see, that's a really scary scene right there. And it does show the importance of bus drivers getting rest, but it also brings up the fact that sometimes bus drivers are not able to get a full 8 hours of sleep, because if you only have 8 hours in between a shift, and that does happen sometimes, it's happened to me before. If you only have 8 hours in between a shift, that means from the time you are off duty at the garage until the time that you're back on duty at the garage or a relief point, there's only 8 hours in between there.
He ain't lying.
And speaking of cars cutting bus drivers off in traffic, check out this video right here.
West Beacon Street. This stop serves.
Now you see what happened there. Basically, there's a car that cut in front of the bus, and the bus driver had to make a hard stop to avoid hitting the car that turned way too close in front of the bus. This happens to us daily. We may not always have to make a hard stop, but sometimes we do. But bus drivers are so amazing that a lot of times we can anticipate when somebody's going to do something stupid, because it happens so often, unfortunately. Now I'm going to show you this other situation of somebody driving their car doing something stupid. It does not involve a bus, but it involves a light rail train. But it's the same thing. Whenever people see a bus or a train, they're just like, "Oh, I'm going to cut in front of them because it's a bus or it's a train." Check this out. Person driving that pickup truck really thought like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat the train. I'm gonna go around the gates, which are down, and yeah, I'm gonna get there before the train." And no, it didn't happen. The front of the truck, it looks like, made it past the train, but not the rear chunk of the truck. But this happens with the bus as well. People test us all the time. They just see a bus and they're like, "Oh, I can pull in front of that bus. I have plenty of time." And I'm telling you people, you do not have plenty of time. There have been a lot of close calls out here. You should just be grateful that bus drivers are actually as skilled as they are, because we are able to avoid a lot of the stupid decisions that some, not all, some people make while driving their cars. And I was talking earlier about your trip being kind of laid back sometimes. And sometimes you may only have like 3 or 4 people on the bus, 5 or 6, something like that, And it's like, "Oh, this is pretty laid back. It's not packed. I'm not picking up a bunch of students, not picking up a bunch of commuters." But keep in mind, even if you have like 3 people on the bus, one of those 3 people can still be disruptive.
He ain't lying.
Why can't I get on the bus?
Okay,
No, you being dumb. You being dumb, motherfucker. I'm trying to get to where I'm going. I'm paying bus. You get f***ed up. If I beat your motherfucking ass, bitch ass motherfucker.
what is it, detours? Okay, ask him to let you know.
So you ain't know who the was? You soft, man. You just hard. I said I'll fight your ass.
When you have somebody on the bus acting like that, is the bus driver chilling? Is this just chilling? It's not work? This isn't work dealing with that? So when you think like, I want to chill today, I want to relax, are you thinking of being in a situation where you're in an enclosed space and somebody's yelling and cursing and getting aggressive and physical with you? Is that your idea of chilling?
I'm not sure I'm interested in that.
So I just want to say it's just super rude for any of you to get on the bus and tell a bus driver like, oh, you just chilling, you just relaxing, you're not doing anything, this is not a real job. I understand that we're not pulling tree trunks out of the ground. I understand that we're not carrying automobiles with our bare hands and walking up and down stairs with them. I understand that we're not working in a warehouse, but that does not mean that this is not a challenging job. Jobs do not have to be physical to be challenging. Physical jobs are challenging physically. However, there are other jobs that are not as physical that can be challenging. And keep in mind, driving the bus actually has a physical component to it.
He ain't lying.
Possibly you're interested in becoming a bus driver, specifically a public transit bus operator or a city bus driver.
You can't change this?
No, sir, we're not allowed to
Oh, that's ridiculous. Why can't you change this?
A card. Every time I get on this stupid bus, you want to see a card or you want 10 cents.
Look, don't turn me down, lady. Come on.
All
Give me
right,
a...
that's it.
Hey, this is a stressful job!
Get off the bus, bro.
If you're someone that has always wondered, like, what are some of the crazy things that bus drivers deal with while they are on their shift? Look no further.
Bro, I can't drive and smoke. I don't smoke nothing. Walk my front on the smoke. You think I care? I said that. You wait for the white man. I don't give a fuck. I get a cab right now. Wait. I said wait.
Bro, you fucking shit up. Niggas trying to go home. You rambling.
Swear to God, I'm smoking my job. You care about job?
Oh my gosh. Excuse me, yo. Calm down, bro. You wildin'. You trying to do this for? What you doing? Come on now. Nah, you can't do that. Come on. You gotta get off the bus. You just riled them up. Now I'm getting tight. Now I'm about to call my brother. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it gets crazy sometimes.
He ain't lying.